everyone. Welcome back to Gaming the System. Today we have a very special treat as we are going to embark on a playthrough of a game called Library Labyrinth. It's a feminist board game where you're in a haunted library and a curse has been released that is taking errors, both fictional and historical, out of the books, and you must use historical or fictional heroines to capture them and return them to the book. We've got the full complement here today. So we're going to start off. You need to set up the layout of the library. So the Magic Library, so it is different every single time you play it.
Like all the best Magic libraries.
Mm-hmm. So we've shuffled the library tabs. You need to imagine that this little orange dot, that's the curse.
Ooh.
The curse, first thing it's done, it has turned out all of the lights in the library. So you have no idea what lurks.
It's a bit like Doctor Who, Silence in the Library.
That's terrifying.
That was a good episode.
Terrifying episode.
I watched that not long ago, actually. I rewatched it not long ago.
It's quite fun when you do if you do a River Song watch and watch them in the order from either her point of view or the Doctor's point of view. It's quite fun doing that.
Mm.
Heartbreaking stuff in that episode as well.
Oh, I know.
Right, so now the library has been laid out. Now each of us, we're going to choose 3 book cards each.
Legends.
And the goal of the game is to put the terrors back onto the bookshelves, and we need to have 6 terrors, 1 of each of these genres, we'll call them. So we each take 3 book cards and 1 reward card. And at the end of every turn, we pick a curse upon me card, and then that has an impact on the layout of the library. So I will actually, Jem, can you put your stuff onto the yellow?
I can.
Standby.
Yeah,
She's purple.
Just for some
For
reason.
the sake of it looking good on camera. Fair
The cut,
enough.
yeah.
I'm still going to use the purple meeple though because purple.
That is your colour.
Nobody wants to be. Everyone gets very fussy about their board game colours. Like my brother's furious if he doesn't get to be green, and my partner's always blue. I vary a lot more. I feel like I'm a lot more. But actually, I was about to say, but I normally end up being red, and I have done this time. So there you go.
I used to always go for red. Now I go for purple.
I like pink. So the way you choose who goes first is the person who has most recently had a book in their hands. So or audio book. And mine was yesterday.
Mine was last night at probably about midnight. Was probably when I stopped reading.
Oh, mine would have been earlier today.
I would have been much less than that, actually. Well, no, actually, more probably is the word. It was probably at least a couple of days ago, so I suspect Jem should be the first person. Yes.
I'm reading
The 1,000 Doors of January at the moment. I can't remember who it's by.
What's that?
It's a book about doors that you can step through into other worlds, and the main character is called January. So,
is it possibly the 10,000 Doors of January?
That's it, the 10,000 Doors. This is why I'm no good at maths.
By Alex E. Harrow.
Yes, that's the one. It's good. It's good. I'm only about halfway through it though, so I don't like to recommend a book until I've finished it. Okay, so does that mean I'm going first then?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay,
and we'll go clockwise after that.
Okay. So, I can do 3 actions in my go, can't I? So I think the first thing I'll do is flip a thingy.
Yay! It's not a
Hooray.
terror.
Okay, and I'm actually going to. I'm too scared of opening up another terror, so I think what I'm going to do is rotate this. Now, I haven't actually done rotating. How do you do rotating?
Can I put your shelf thing on for you, Jem?
You can, yeah. How do you rotate a square?
You R, but it can only the R button only does it clockwise. So if you want to do it anti-clockwise, just press R 3 times.
Lots of times. Okay.
Or if you're American, counterclockwise.
We do have American viewers.
We do.
Very exciting.
I don't like to keep us, international, transatlantic, using accessible language for all.
Mm-hmm.
I speak quite good American, but that's because I learnt everything I know from Sesame Street as a child. So.
Also, another thing, you can't sneak past terrors, but you also can't sneak past bookshelves for some reason.
Huh.
Perhaps they require a soul in order for you to walk past them.
Okay, I'm gonna turn another tile just for fun.
Or maybe it's just that a bookshelf is so distracting, nobody could possibly walk past one.
It's true. Or another shelf.
That's excellent.
Today.
Excellent news.
So I do put another one of these thingies on, don't I? Yeah. Okay, that's me done.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last thing of the move is to get the curse card.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So I do that, and then turn that over, and I'll put it in the used pile. Okay, so it's this one.
Another shelf.
Another shelf.
Okay.
That's an excellent start. Mm-hmm. And then the curse moves one place clockwise. And that makes it Alex's go.
Okie dokie. Well, I think I will turn one of these. Oops, about. Oh no.
Our first terror.
And it is Martian robot, which is quite a hard one from the look of it. Oops. So I guess I don't think anyone has. Who would be after me?
Whoops.
That's me. Nope.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're going that way.
So Matt, would it be you?
Hang on. Why is it Matt if we're going
Stand
clockwise?
by. Okay. Stand by. I'm just rearranging my screen. Sorry, what was the question?
Who's after me?
I think it's me.
Okay.
I'm blue. So
yeah, and I'm red.
Yeah. We're going
Alex.
clockwise.
Yeah. That's anti-clockwise.
Oh, you're quite right. So that would make it Jem's turn.
But Jem's went first, and then
Jem went
Alex.
first, and then
it's me, and then it's you.
Yeah, that's right.
If we do with the markings on the left, the order of the players on the left, perhaps works. Oh no, that doesn't work, does it? Because that's different for everyone.
It's because Jem's in two places, really, because she's both purple and yellow. You see, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go anti-clockwise. That makes sense then. Then we've got a perfect working system. So we'll go anti-clockwise. So
we
it was
are
Jem
against the system.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
It's the patriarchy of time.
So Matt is after you, Alex, is the short answer.
Okay, cool.
It's amazing how it's the little things that can derail a game.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it was you, Caroline, you could have taken that. The Martian robots captured them.
So just zoom in for the viewers. Martian robots. So we need 2 red qualities and 2 green qualities in order to capture it. That these cards need to have. So each of these cards has attributes, and we need to use a selection of these cards to capture each of the terrors.
So I suppose for my next move, I could take a book and hope that it has another heart in it. Or, if I go for a heart book, that would be a turn, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm.
So you've had one was the flipping it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ooh. Who have I got? Let me see. Ta-da. Just zoom in. Ooh.
I know at the minute we're just concentrating so hard on the rules. We'll probably get onto the actual heroines at some point because that's the
I
point
was
of
just
the
thinking
game.
that. I was just like, oh yeah. I can't pronounce a lot of people though, and I'm really feeling bad about that because there's some fascinating good people here.
Yeah. Cool. So now I've got the right things to capture this terror. I can put them all together, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Into one pile. Which I shall do now.
We should also point out, shouldn't we, this is not the final artwork they're planning on either.
No, yeah. So they've got everything squared away. This is just a basic, simple, free way to give people a taste of what it's like. So you'll be able to look on the links to them. So if you Google Library Labyrinth, or hopefully we'll have a link in the description of wherever you're watching this, and you'll be able to see the finished article and buy it probably.
Right. So I put all four together on there, and then I can capture the Martian robots. So I can take that off and put it here.
Oh.
That's right.
Sorry, I thought. I apologise for any noise disturbance, but there's a hailstorm suddenly started outside.
Oh wow!
I thought one of you had put on like a soundtrack of like moving sea or water, and I was like, "Oh no, it's just a hailstorm."
That's
just my life now.
And now I guess can I actually put the Martians in their book because there's this shelves here.
Yeah. So
right?
so presuming you can move more than one tile. So technically, you moved on to the terror tile to capture it.
Oh, okay. No. Right.
But then you can just move straight back round onto the shelf.
It's a clear route. It's a clear route.
Yeah. So now what happens?
So now you grab the terror tile, and you drag it over to the red area over here, where my mouse is.
Hold on. No, we don't want to. We just want that. There we go. And stick it there. Yeah?
Yeah.
And all the book characters go in the discard pile.
Yep.
Okay.
But you get a reward.
I do.
When you reshelve a terror, you win a reward. Take the top card from the reward deck into your hand.
Excellent news. You can do the control.
I know it's my hands don't.
Another time.
But yes. Where is the discard pile? Is it just randomly? Right. Oh, there. Okay, I shall do that. Ignore me. It's in the back. It's happening in the background. It's fine. And then I grab a reward card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, all of this would be much easier, wouldn't it? Like in an actual
real life
game.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show it's not always better when it's on a computer. We wouldn't be able to play it together though if it was all
True. Oh, cool. Spirit of Minerva. Nice.
And then the last thing is the curse card.
Ah, yes. Shall flip it. So now the thingy has to move over, doesn't it? First.
No, you do it. You do that. Okay. That's the very last thing that happens.
All right. So now we're just flipping this one.
Dark, flip it.
Treasure. Is that right?
Yep. So you get another reward card.
Oh
no, that's not true.
Oh no,
that's not true. Only if you walk on. You have to walk onto it. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. And then that will go into the. Or just there. Okay. Cool.
And then you move the curse along the one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
I'll move myself back onto there.
that is my turn, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what you decided.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Make sure I'm working on my one. I haven't put my. What am I doing?
What you were saying there, Jem, I own 3 copies of Wingspan now because of that. Because I've got it on Tabletop Simulator so I can play with my friends who have Tabletop Simulator. I've got the digital version for those who've also got the digital version, and I've got the physical version as well so that I can play in real life.
Oh, it's such a we just started playing it at the weekend, and yeah, it took us 2 hours to get through one round, which is basically probably twice as long as it should take to get through the whole game. And we were really confused by it. But then Daniel and I played it. We've played another 4 games now, just the two of us,
okay.
and we're getting through it really quickly, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's a good game, yeah. But I'm just looking at the latest blog on the librarylabyrinth.com website, and they've actually got some pictures of people playing the physical game with all the cards. So that looks really fun.
Yeah.
But what is interesting is that in the picture is looking very, very male in that picture.
Men. Shocking.
How dare
Playing a feminist game,
How
you never
dare
know what
they.
might happen to them. Might get subverted like you, Matt.
Yeah. Corrupted by decency.
So what are you doing, Matt?
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the reward tile and go and grab myself
Just gonna go grab the treasure,
reward.
basically.
Yeah. If anybody else says it's mine.
So that's 2, so I'm going to get another reward card. Oh, rotate it. Reward card.
I don't know.
Flip. Oh, hello. Exactly what I want. So that was a mirror special card, so I've got 2 extra ones. What reward card do I already have? So I can either sneak past one of the terror tiles or shelf tiles, or I can flip a tile anywhere else on the board. My computer just refreshed, but I think everything's okay. Next, I will flip this one above me.
It's another shelf.
This
is really funny because, like, in the brief practice we had before this, we got all terrors instantly, and now we're just getting all shelves. It's lovely.
It's quite calm so far. It's all good.
Careful.
Yeah.
So that's my 3 moves. So got curse is upon me. That means it's this one. And because the tile is occupied by moi, I will rotate it clockwise once.
Yay.
And then the curse moves on. Caroline, I believe.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna go because split the party. It's always fun. I'm gonna go this way. So that's I'm doing a move, and then I'm doing a flip.
So there's only one more shelf to find now.
And then I'm gonna take another card. I'm gonna take. What have I not got? Let me just have a quick look at what I've got. Yeah. I could do with. I'm gonna take somebody from classic fiction. Good old classic fiction, which I know far less about than I pretend. It's Scheherazade, who I mentioned when we spoke to the creators of this game, actually. Scheherazade. Writer of Arabian Tales, Arabian Nights, and all that.
Oh, really? I think
it's all oral storytelling and stuff in them, but yes, credited with. And I think, and then if you ever play Arkham Horror Living a Card Game, it's similar sort of mechanics to this, and at the end of a big round, you have to take, basically it's like a curse card, but it's a chaos card, and we always somehow forget. We're always like, oh no, we didn't have to do that, did we? Oh yeah, no, you do, because it's just you don't like remembering to do that. Right, so we flip this one. That's just a nice blank corridor. There you go. That's me done.
Okay.
And just to move the curse along.
Oh yeah. Damn it, I nearly remembered. Does it go to the beginning of the next row, or does it go down one?
Clockwise, so down.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Back to Gem.
Just getting more supplies.
I'm going in here. That's one move. I'm going to flip this one.
Oh,
Two.
by the way, you can't move through a shelf tile for some reason.
Oh. So,
Is this a shelf tile that I'm in? A shelf tile? What do you mean I can't move? I have to count it as 2 goes. Do you mean?
So a shelf tile is like a terror tile in that you can't sneak past a shelf.
Oh, so I can't go if this tile, if I couldn't go into it.
Did you capture a terror on your turn?
No.
Okay,
No.
so you started in the center.
Yes.
So we can't move onto or past shelf tiles.
Okay.
The same way we can't do it with terror tiles.
Okay, but I can go here and flip this tile. Okay, so let's pretend I did that then.
And so you drag a terror and put that on top of there.
Forest of Thorns. Okay.
Is that from a book, or is it just a general scary forest?
It's definitely a Sleeping Beauty thing, I'm guessing.
yeah, I'd say so.
Right. I think I can probably deal with this one, actually.
Oh, you're just going to deal with that one. Fine,
Yeah,
sorted. Just got it under control.
I've got it under control because I can use Alice Ball, the brilliant chemist from the USA who developed the most effective treatment for leprosy during the early 20th century.
Nice.
Well done, Alice. So I don't need to, I just drag it over. And that's
Is that the only card you need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Alice.
Yeah. So that's 2 goes. 3 goes. So I moved, which was 1, flipped the card, which was 2, and then moved and captured, which is 3. So that's me done.
So then does the terror need to go over here?
Do I
Over
have to? Yeah, presumably I have to
You have to get it into the right
go to the right square.
shelf.
Oh, of course, yeah. Sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
Next go. Okay. Curse is occupied. So do I spin it?
90 degrees, yeah, clockwise. Hey, that's not too bad. I can live with that.
Shuffle that down there. Done. Okay. Alex.
Right,
Okay.
we've got this now.
All right. So I think my first thing I'm going to do is I'm out of books, is to get another book. But in my reward cards, I've got, just read it, a library card +1. When using take a book action, you may take 1 additional book from any category. So I shall do that. And put this into the discard pile because I can only use 1 of them. And I think I will have... I think I'll have a purple book. And a blue book. So I've got lots and lots of blue diamonds. So I've got Tergateo. Sorry for the pronunciation, just completely reading that. 390 BCE, Queen of the Sinti around the Black Sea. That's cool. And then Gracia Mendez Nasi, a power broker in Renaissance Europe. She financed an escape network for those fleeing the Inquisitions in Portugal and Spain. Also very cool. Cool. So
I'm excited to see what the artwork is for each of the.
Yeah.
Unless they just all look like silhouettes.
Even then,
which is also good. But yeah.
It's like an equality thing that way.
True. I think I am going to move. But first, I need to flip this one, so I shall do that. Oh no! It is a terror.
Oh, sorry, I picked something up by accident. I put it down.
Put it down.
I've done that already. Oh no, it's plague. It's really hard.
Oh no. It's alright, we can combine forces. It's okay.
Oh,
I am right next to plague.
I've got two swirly. What are they? Purple things. What are they?
Well, we know how plague is.
I can do this. I can take plague on my turn. I've got it.
Okay. In which case, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'll just. Can I flip this one? Is that allowed? Yes.
Only if you're adjacent to it.
Oh no, maybe not. Okay, this one then. Oh no! I'm sorry, everyone.
Just bringing all the terrors.
Oh, so many of them. Right. Jabberwocky. Okay.
Does anyone know what the Jabberwocky is?
It's from Alice in Wonderland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long piece of Lewis Carroll poetry called the Jabberwocky, and it's one of those things that horribly privileged children at private schools often learn at the age of 9 or 10 to perform in a speech and drama competition.
Wow.
But it is also Lewis Carroll wrote a lot of children's poetry as well, and it's part of the Alice in Wonderland world, but it is described as a nonsense poem. I have to say, as a child, because I obviously was one of those horribly privileged children, and I used to know lots of kids who could recite the Jabberwocky off by heart, and I was not one of them because I like to be difficult and go against the grain. But it's probably actually quite good. Oh, it's that "'Twas brillig and the slivy toes did gyre and gimble in the wabe." That's the opening line.
Isn't it the name of one of that weird staff in Skyrim as well?
There is one, and I think it does makes you talk nonsense as well, because that's the whole thing. It's like it is written in nonsense. So.
It's the prize for that quest where you just have a massive night on the town, and then you're retracing your steps through Skyrim.
No, it's called the Wabberjack. The one in Skyrim.
So
it was close.
It's alright. I just can Google things quickly.
You're just a human encyclopedia.
So I've got a curse has come upon my card because now it's the end of my turn. Do I have to? Do I have to move it down first, or do we wait?
The curse happens first, and then it moves on.
So in that case, this tile needs to rotate.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that right? Yes. Mm-hmm. And then it goes down.
Yep.
Cool. We're getting there. Good. Okay. There we go. I'm done.
And that means it's my turn?
Yes.
Yes, 'tis I. Right, can I capture anything? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Where's my character? Oh, there I am. Plague. Can I get plague? Oh, I've got my mirror, so that means I could take that one with that. And I've got... Just zoom in on my cards. Anyone recognise any of them?
And Shirley.
Well, yeah, Anne Shirley, who I mentioned, would be my person that I'd like to see in the game. So that's pretty good. And Sophia Dalip Singh, there's a really good biography written of her by, I can't remember, I'll Google it in a second. But basically, when people are trying to remember the name of a suffragette of colour, Sophia Dalip Singh is one of the most prominent. She was Queen Victoria's godchild. Oddly, but largely because her grandfather was one of these great. Sorry, I'm not going to recite the whole book for you, but read the book. It's really cool and explains
7 years ago.
but it explains the Kohinoor and stuff. It's all connected to her family and how the British ruined things in India and then took stuff.
I think I heard some show about that actually. Really fascinating story.
No, the book's I'm not a huge one for non-fiction books. It has to be well written for me to actually enjoy reading it and not give up after 2 chapters. And I read that in about 1 day. It was really good.
Wow.
And Eponine is from Les Mis, isn't she?
Ah,
Or
yeah.
at least, I think so, yes.
Anita Anand wrote the Sophia biography. Sophia, Princess, Suffragette, Revolutionary. There you go.
You do speak as if you know, rather than you're reading it off the screen.
You get the first.
You do get. It sounds it. I can hear it. I can hear that you know it. It's really interesting.
The first bit is my brain remembering things, and the second bit is me then going, right, let's look up the rest I can't remember.
So fortunately, I can capture this plague.
I was going to capture the plague. Hang on.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten that you're blue again? Is that why you're capturing it? Because I'm red and you're blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just have to move your blue one.
Nevertheless,
you can
I
still
will
do
still
it.
get it. Well spotted. Well, that's one. So I need a. Just can you? Who's green?
Me.
Can you just
need
move?
to move?
Yeah.
Sure. Right.
Actually, we can delete that shelf tile.
Oh, can we?
We don't need that anymore, do we? So
Right,
because you only need
something
one.
on it.
Yeah, so just delete. Just drag that to the discard pile, I think.
Okay. There we go. Or I suppose I could stick it up here. Then it's done.
Ah, yes. Excellent. That's probably what that's for.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip this. And we've got all 6 of our shelves. Perfect.
Nice.
And I'm going to flip this one. A new terror. The 4 horsemen.
Mm.
And my curse card. Flip you over for. Oh, now you've got another terror. Cerberus. And the curse moves on, and that's me done.
Well, what am I going to do now? Because I've got maybe some new terrors that I could take on. Oh, stop moving things, Caroline. Right.
Can you do Cerberus?
I was just having a look. I mean, because the thing is I'd have to get past the 4 horsemen to get to Cerberus. I mean, I suppose I could rotate that shelf, but that would take a lot of goes because I'd have to do that. I'm red as well, so let's not, because Matt and I are having real identity problems. What can I get rid of? Okay, so the Jabberwocky, no.
Oh.
Cerberus, no. The 4 horsemen, actually, possibly yes. Ooh, not quite. I can't do nothing. So what I might do is I might give Matt a card to help him.
You can request a card to help you, I think. Could you hear anything I said then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
But I think that would have to be on your turn, wouldn't it? So let's do donate, receive, or swap. Oh yeah, so I could receive as well as donate. So I'm gonna move. Well, let's have a look at Matt's cards. What do I want? Matt, you haven't got anything helpful there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
You haven't got any cards.
I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to trade. Sorry.
Haha! I've got a plan. Okay. I'm going all the way here to be in the same bit as Alex. And then, so that's one action. Then I am going to flip this one to see what's going on there. Woohoo!
Yay.
However, it needs rotating. And yeah, so Alex, if you need any cards off me on your go, you can ask for them.
Cool.
Would it make more sense for me to rotate it so you can get to the Jabberwocky?
Let me have a look what I've got again.
Well, you could rotate the
Jabberwocky
reward
needs...
thing so Alex could get a reward. She
Yeah.
could get a reward,
Yeah.
flip, Jabberwocky.
Yeah, I was thinking which ones.
Yeah, I don't have the green ones or the pink ones, so I can't really fight it.
Yeah, I think so. Let's do that. I'll rotate. I'll rotate the treasure for you.
Cool, cool.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. I'll move onto the treasure hall. Oh, you haven't finished. Sorry, you need to do
No,
everything.
that was. I haven't finished. No, yeah, because I have to do the curse.
I'm
But I always
jumping the gun.
I forget about the curse every
Sorry.
bloody time. Right. So, where is the curse? I can't. Oh, there it is. Hello. So, empty tile. Oh, I think I have to flip it again, don't
Oh
I?
no,
Oh, no.
it could still work though.
Oh no, it's because it's. Well, so that's where do you put a reward card on it before we get there or not? Because it's not empty; it's got an active reward in it. But
I think.
yeah.
Nah, I think you just have to flip it over.
All my hard work. That's two of my actions basically binned there. Right, that is the end of my go, and I don't know who's next after me.
Me.
Did you move the curse along one?
No. But at least I know I'm red.
It's true.
Little victories.
It's me. And I'm stuck. So I can put the Forest of Thorns in either a blue or a green shelf, can't I? Because it's got those symbols on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but obviously something. Well, and also a red shelf, but we've already got something in the red shelf. So, which is the closest to me? Blue or green are both miles away, but I can just whiz along to here, can't I, in one go?
If it's clear, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go there, and then right. Can somebody talk me through how I'm supposed to capture this thing? I just drag it over, do I?
So you put the three. Oh yeah, you've already caught this one, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you take the terror, put it on there.
Okay.
Then use all the cards that you used to catch it on the discard pile.
Okay.
And then take a reward.
Hooray!
Mm-hmm.
I like that bit best.
Perfect.
Okay. Ooh, the sword from the lake. Ha ha! I am the king. Okay. So that was one go. 2 goes.
Not solid for a first go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that was only one go because you move and capture.
Yeah.
Is one go.
Okay.
Move and shelve.
Move and shelf. Okay. Right. Oh, in which case I'll just flip this then. Oh.
Unfortunately, shelving is something quite obscene on Urban Dictionary. So Be careful what you Google.
Everything's something quite obscene on Urban Dictionary, though, to be fair.
Yeah,
You search not hard enough, everything's got an obscene meaning.
it used to be quite a useful resource, and
Yeah.
it is no longer such.
No.
Right, I'm going to grab a card because I can't really do anything, but so for my third go, I'm going to get a pink one, as I think we have a dearth of pink books. Classic fiction. Jo March. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so that's me done. So I do a curse. And it's this one. There you go. There you go, Caroline. Flipped it for you.
Yay. Jo's one of those classic figures in literary who's like, she's not problematic, but it's that thing that you grow up reading a character like Jo March, and basically the message is, I don't want to be like other girls, rather than realizing that actually there's nothing wrong with being a girl in the first place. It's like, well, Jo's much better than other girls because she does things boys do, and and then it reinforces this idea that, like, you know, well, only if you're different to what girls are like, then are you a good person.
Is it my go?
It is your go, Alex. Sorry, I should have.
It's all right.
You need like a counter so you can, like, you know, or a talking stick or a playing stick.
Then you just forget to pass that on. It's like, it's classic board game. Is it my go? Is it my go? Generally, if you have to ask, is it your go? It usually is, but it's not always.
I do have a playing stick. A little one.
Right.
You need a virtual conch.
Genuinely as well, on that, like, saying moving from tabletop version of Wingspan to the digital version, is that the digital version tells people when it's their goes and does all the rules and does all the work for them. And I refuse to go back to the tabletop version with the group of boys that I play with. I should say men, but let's be honest, that I play with, because I felt I was always doing all the bloody work. I was the one who they'd always go, oh, I've no idea what happened there. And it's like, well, we could abandon the game, or I pay attention, and why don't you guys ever bother paying attention? So I'm really pleased now that I don't have to do that. It's stopped a lot of arguments.
We should play Wingspan for this, like this sometime, Caroline.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how complex is Wingspan?
It's, I mean, the thing is with any game, it's like these. It's just, most board games have a similar. When it's your turn, you have a certain number of actions you can choose from, and Wingspan has exactly that. So instead of whether you move or capture or do this, on Wingspan you can choose a new bird card, you can lay eggs, or you can get some food, and you choose which way to do that as well, you know, and stuff like that. And that's generally how most of board games, these sort of complex, people get really stressed out about complex board games, but usually once you play it through, and that's the best way to learn it, is just by playing it, is to just put the turn order in front of you and go, okay, I'll try this. That didn't work out, I'll try this, and stuff like that.
So I've picked up a reward, and I got either Time Machine or Trolley Service, which Trolley Service is an extra swap or receive or whatever. And then Time Machine's an extra action in your turn. And then I've just flipped this one over, and it's a terror, so I'm going to grab one of these. Oh, sorry. Didn't move my screen. There we go. Ooh.
Oh no, it's the creepy Welsh dead horse.
Yeah, because that was literally what I was just playing in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I knew it. I told them it was from the Merry Quid, but it was in Ireland.
No, it was. I was in Gloucestershire when I was playing it.
Is it? I'm mixing up my. In that case, bravo, Assassin's Creed. Well done. You didn't just crowbar it into the Irish expansion.
No, it was in Gloucestershire. They have a mix of accents in Gloucestershire, but they all have Welsh-sounding names. So,
because it is Welsh, like, just to be. Does everyone know what this is? Is that in Wales they come round with a horse's skull, decorated and bright, at Christmas, and it's like meant to be a cheery Christmas custom.
I thought they made out it was Halloween,
it says a lot about the Welsh, like, happy lifestyle, doesn't it? That is like the pinnacle of, like, things are really good.
It's a
Yeah,
tradition
have a
at
salad.
Christmas time. They come round and it's sort of like a what they call wassailing, as you do in the olden times. And yeah, so it was because we moved here at Christmas. I did a whole load of stuff about how if anybody turns up with a dead horse's skull, I'm not going to be impressed. So.
Yeah, as long as it's not a live horse's skull, that would be even weird.
Is that? I think that's an impossibility.
That's just freaked me out.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, I don't think that there's anything else I can do at this point because I can't fight it. So I'm just going to grab a book, to be honest. I think I'm going to go for Legends because that's got quite a high number left. Ooh, Camilla. Who was... Let me see if I can read it. A Roman myth from the Aeneid, which I have read in Latin. A warrior and athlete who is so fast that she can run over a field of wheat without breaking the plant.
That is fast.
Like
She's
Theresa May.
Yeah,
Hey!
she's the Theresa May of her time.
It's a bit harsh.
Right, cursed one. This one, so do we just flip that one? Oh no.
I was misremembering. It's Baylor in the Irish expansion.
Yes.
The Murray Cled is you do an entire quest where you wear the thing,
And
you wear
everyone
the
get cakes.
skull, and you have to
Yeah.
trick a priest into thinking you're actually the Murray Cled before he gives you information.
The basilisk. I don't know if I should have put that on there, but that's what happened when I flipped it over, so I just put it on there. The basilisk. Well, okay, I think then I move that up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good work.
Excellent.
Right,
Nice.
So presumably, I can shelf one of these. Shelf the plague. If only it was so simple. Right. I thought we'd. Okay, I can do red, purple, or green.
Sorry.
We need some. I've been playing Call of Duty Vanguard, and the music in it is so. Yeah, we're going to war. We're going to war.
God, just to have a little moan in the middle of this, because I just haven't seen you guys in ages as well. So while we had no internet,
Matt,
we were
you're
like,
blue.
okay, Matt, you're blue.
I'm blue. Well
And you're right next to
spotted.
green, so you
Yeah.
can go with that.
But yeah, while we had no internet, we thought, let's play our PlayStation 4 games that we've got on the PlayStation, and so therefore we don't need to connect the internet. And we were like, oh, let's play Red Dead Redemption 2 again, because we've got that on disc. So we put the disc in, and because we've obviously uninstalled it at some point, it's like, this now needs to install for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's like, I've got it on a disc, and I'm sorry to sound like an old woman, but bloody hell, remember the days when you used to put a disc in and be able to play a game?
Yeah. It is frustrating.
And then that was it. No updates.
Yeah, no DLC.
DLC, nothing.
I remember when you used to put a floppy disk in and play a game.
My very early
Floppy
game.
disk that you got off the front of a magazine.
I see your floppy disk and raise you a cassette.
Oh, yes. No. Try not to remember that too much. That was very traumatic.
That did actually take 2 hours to load as well from the cassettes.
You still remember the noise.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, Matt. We're just waxing lyrical over your go.
I'm going to move to this shelf, and I'm going to trap the plague in the purple, in the fist.
Nice. Incidentally, Call of Duty Vanguard, the composer is Bear McCreary, who also did God of War.
You know, I bloody felt I felt
tell,
that.
Can't you?
I felt that he's a cut above.
So good.
So that was one of my moves. going to flip this one next to me.
Oh no.
So we're halfway to victory.
Ooh.
We've got 10 minutes left. Are we going to manage?
Not in 10 minutes.
We're going to
but-
beat the game in 10 minutes.
I've not heard of the King in Yellow before. Has anyone else?
No.
No. And I would Google it, but there's a really cool bird outside my window. Sorry.
Oh. There's a lot going on outside your window today.
It's brilliant. Sorry. But, you know, gaming and nature, you can combine the two. Is it my turn yet?
Yes, because I'm going to grab a pink book.
Have you done your curse and moved the thingy?
Mina.
Take a reward for shelving the thing.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all of those things.
Oh yeah.
Right, basilisk, which means
Yes, one of the men that I play Wingspan with seems to be doing a lot less well since we've moved to the controlled version where you can't make mistakes or cheat.
Oh no.
It's interesting, isn't it? He's like, I keep getting much lower scores. It's like,
So you're either terrible at the game or a massive cheater.
Yeah.
Considering the swing of your fortunes.
yes.
Yeah.
That's me done.
Right. Haha! Charging in. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get that bloody creepy horse. I'm going to move and capture. So, I have got Elizabeth Garrett Anderson, who was a phenomenal woman and, amongst many other things, integral to the founding of women's education in this country, but on the same footing. But she was, according to this, the first woman in Britain to qualify as a physician and surgeon, as well as the first female mayor in Britain. But I just happen to know from my own experiences of being educated in all-girls schools in London that she was a big person who pushed all that. And I forgot the Shield of Boudica, which is what I need to finish off this. Damn it. And also Alice, good old Alice from Wonderland, who I believe was based on a real person. So I've got this, and I've got this. And I need to put them all in one pile, don't I? And hang on to it until I can shelve that creepy horse.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to shelve it all in
One go.
one go.
Yeah, because you can move and shelve at the same time in one go, can't you?
I can. I can't see a shelf that it would go on at the moment. No.
No.
The green, because the green one. Oh
No.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, you're looking at the Jabberwocky, yeah. No, I can't quite take the Jabberwocky yet. So that was my first action, was the move and capture. Sorry, and then
one thing, we've already got terrors of both of those. Sorry, you're red, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already got terrors that cover those two kinds of.
Oh.
So what does that mean? We can't do it.
So basically, we can just hold on to that now.
Well, at least it's out of trouble. It's not causing any more problems.
And it means that.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a minute. I think we've lost.
We've lost the point of the game.
Oh no.
There are 6 face up.
Oh yeah, there's 6
terrors.
face. Yeah.
Oh no, have we lost?
Yeah.
Well, that would be convenient from a timing point of view, though.
Yeah.
Almost as though it was by design.
Yeah, once you
Shall we pretend that isn't a rule and see if we can?
If there are ever more than 5 terrors visible on the grid of floor tiles, the library is overrun and the curse wins.
Oh, no.
So I think that we have to accept. Well, no, because I just took this one off.
We probably had more.
So there were 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we definitely had more than 5. So we lost ages ago.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's a perfect way to end. Then it's just sort of realising it. But I look forward to playing that again, though.
Yeah. It was really good fun.
Yeah, I can definitely, and I love the fact that you've got all these different awesome characters, both the terrors and the and the book characters, and so it's just a really nice talking point, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You always, I mean, part of the fun of board games is the chat around the table and just having a bit of relax, and so having stuff to actually talk about makes it even more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I think everyone should support it. Support their Kickstarter.
Their Kickstarter is launching in March, which is the next month after this one. And I'm sure we can put all the links in the description and stuff. Can't we, Matt?
Yes, we can, Caroline.
Because poor Matt's doing all the work at the moment. So.
I just press buttons. So thank you everyone for watching. That was fun and tantalizing. So hopefully you'll be infused enough to go and support this project. We will put some of the links in and around our social media and videos. In this new year, what we want from you is to, one, enjoy the stuff, which hopefully you are, and also we want to know what you think. Do comment wherever you can find us, especially on YouTube and on Apple Podcasts, because that is how we move up charts and get ourselves into the eyes and ears of as many feminist gamers as possible. So you remember you can find us every Thursday at 7 p.m. So next Thursday we will see you with something. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.